Hey guys! Today I want to tell you all about our trip to Vegas. Kris and I make it a point about once every year to go on a trip that's just he and I. It's so important that as husband and wife, we spend time just being Kris and Laura together and not having to worry about little kids, really being able to connect. Because the truth is, at some point, our job as parents will be very, very minimal compared to what it is now. And because they're all going to grow up, they're going to all move out, they're going to have their own families. And Kris and I will be left just the two of us. And if we aren't connecting still like we should, then what are we left with? We went to wonderful Las Vegas. Ooh. I want to show you all about our trip. It was amazing. Let's get started. So on this trip, we did so many fun things, you guys. We stayed at the Tuscany. I had never been there before, but it is beautiful. The rooms are big and really nice, way better than I was expecting it to be. It is not right on the strip, it's just off, which I really liked because then it was a little bit quieter, it was a little bit out of the way. It was perfect. We went to Excalibur and did the arcade. Oh, we went to the Knights of the Round Table dinner show, which was pretty good. I thought the food was really good, but I had like a pile of butter underneath mine, and the rest of them said it needed some sauce. But I thought the food was good. We ended up being in Dragon section, which if you've seen the show, that means we got to root for the bad guy. Yeah, he was awesome. The show was super cheesy, I'll be real with you, but it was a lot of fun. We were just there to have fun, and that's exactly what we got from this meeting. Oh, that first day we also went to the Titanic at the Luxor, which was really cool. And we had to take a minute to ride on the elevators inside the Luxor. If you've never done that, you should totally try it out because the building is a huge pyramid, right? Pyramid, triangle shaped. The building is a huge pyramid, and so the elevators can't go right up the middle because the inside is like hollow basically. It's like, just if you've never been inside, it's pretty cool. It's hollow inside except for like different exhibits and theaters and things like that. So the elevators though are on the outside, and so instead of the elevator going up like it normally does, it comes from the side and it goes crooked all the way up. I'm not gonna lie to you, the building's getting old and they are creaky and they're kind of terrifying to ride, but there you go, free thrill-seeking ride. The elevator at the Luxor. You're welcome. We did the Titanic exhibit. It was incredible to learn more and be able to pay our respects to those people that lost their lives in that tragedy, and to learn from our mistakes as human beings, as a society, to learn that maybe we aren't all powerful as they seemed to think the Titanic was, and that maybe we need to take a step back and be more humble. It was a really, really great experience, and I'm very glad we got to go. What else did we do? We went to the coolest show, you guys. It was so good. I'm not even exaggerating. It's called Le Rêve, and it is at the Wynn. Oh, when we first walked into the Wynn, they had these incredible like walkways with these beautiful trees and all these twinkling lights around. They had a carousel that's made out of flowers, just completely covered in floral. It was beautiful. It was so fun to walk through, and I just was like giddy as we walked through the sparkling. It was so pretty. I loved it. I want it in my house. Kris said no. Anyway, wouldn't the hallways be cool if your hallways in your room were like leaves and greenery and beautiful things hanging down and twinkling lights all around? Wouldn't that be cool? It would be awful to dust though. Maybe Kris is right. After we got through the twinkly amazingness, we went to see the show Le Rêve. They wouldn't allow me to take any video while I was inside, and I was so bummed because it was so good. It's a theater in the round, and the stage in the middle is actually a huge swimming pool, but they have pieces of stage that come up and out as they need them, and then they go back down under the water. And so throughout the entire thing, the performers are just showing up from underneath the seats, or they're popping up from the middle of the water, or they come out from a normal entrance like you'd think they would, but then they dive down in the water and they're just gone. So the way that it was set up and the lighting, and there was a little bit of comedy, there was a little bit of magic, there was a little bit of danger because they would pull these people up so high and then drop them down like 150 feet. It was insane. And the skill level, there was synchronized swimming, there was dancing, there was a water show where they did fountains and lights. You guys, the show was so good. So good. I would 100% go back and see this show again. It was amazing. We also went to the Hunger Games exhibit. It was too good to add in this, so I made its own video.
Stairs.
Entering the awesome. On the last night that we had there, we also went to a Golden Knights game. So as you guys know, Kris is a huge hockey fan. His team is the Penguins. Unfortunately, the Penguins were not playing, but we did get to go and cheer for our number 2 team, which is the Vegas Knights. It was so fun. They had... Best part, they won. Whoop, whoop. Go Knights, go. It was so fun. It was my first time ever going to an NHL game, and the pageantry was like next level. It was pretty cool. And then Kris and I also went to the Atomic Bomb Museum, and that was amazing to see. And now, that was pre-pandemic stuff. And now thinking about all the things that I saw and that I learned in that museum and applying them to what we're going through right now with this pandemic, of all these people freaking out that the world is ending and what are they going to do and how are we going to move forward. You guys, the world has been through this so many times. We're going to be fine because we're human and we're resilient and we're strong and we can do this together. We just have to stick together and be kind to one another. Our Vegas trip was so good. It was so needed. It was so much fun to spend some time being Kris and Laura and not being mom and dad for just a few days. And I'm so glad that we were able to sneak that in real quick before the pandemic scare occurred. Thank you so much for watching my Las Vegas vlog. Have a fantastic day, everybody. That Otter Mama signing out.
Ha ha ha!
I love that.